Misch, and I'm going to sing I fauni by Respighi, which is part of the set Deità, silvane. This song is setting a very pastoral scene, rolling rivers, mountains, fauns running around, Pan playing songs about his love of life, and nymphs waiting for Pan's inevitable ambush.
Wow, what a beautiful way to start. Beautiful. This song is so gorgeous that the text is really so evocative, right? And I think, how many of you know that song? Anybody know it? Right. Steve Blyer knows it, of course. He knows every song. It's a little bit tricky for the ear to catch sometimes because of the way it meanders through different tonalities and chromaticism, right? And also, the piano writing is amazing. Peter, great job. It's very orchestral, you know, there's lots of colors. I would say everything is beautiful, and I know Emily, I met her a couple of years ago, and it's nice to hear you again. I haven't heard her yet this summer, and you sound great. Really beautiful. What I would say is to maybe try, everything's exactly right. I know everything that you're doing, it's so expressive, but I would love it if the text maybe drove the line a little bit more. There's these little variations in meter, right, that happen, and sometimes I feel you following the meter a little bit more, and I would love it that the text maybe had more to do with it. Can we start it again? Just try a little bit of it. Maybe a little bit more scherzando in the beginning, for instance. Not Peter has it, but I mean in the text a little bit more. I could maybe use. People always talk about diction. It's not that I would want more diction. It's just that I would love it that the way that the sensory way that you pronounce the words has so much more to do with the music making or the sound that comes out, and that you trust that. It's not about making sure that we understand, although that's important, but using the text and the way that you deliver the text in a physical way has something to do very much with the vocalism and the expression. It's good. It's good. The sound is very good. But for instance, when you get to the first long tone, I hear monte. I hear you stop, because if I see it in the score, I see it's a dotted 8th note, and the other ones are 16th notes, so it's longer. It's hard when we have, especially when it's complicated rhythm, and you probably had to work it out a little bit. You have to trust not the visuals of what you have in the music. You have to, it's like if we sing something, it's always interesting when we're singing in a language which is not our first language, although you pronounce the Italian beautifully and everything's exactly in the right place. But when we sing in a language that's ours, which English is for you, don't you notice how you tend to bend the rhythms a little bit around the text? And so it is with this too. You have to, even if it's not your first language, you still have to keep finding a way to bend it around so it's yours, it's your language, it's your mode of expression right now. Even if you make a mistake, don't worry about that.
Okay.
Everybody makes mistakes, but don't worry. One more time. Good, very good. That was different.
Yeah.
Can you just sing the tone on mur? The G natural? That G to me sounds different than the other one. Does it feel any different? You didn't notice.
I didn't notice.
The other one, all of a sudden there's a change, right? There's a change in the text. This is very like quick changing.
Yeah.
There's so many little episodes that happen quickly, and in a way you have to be ahead of it. You can't just take it as it comes. And when you isolate the tone, for me, I hear a little bit more balance in your sound.
Okay.
I want to hear a different expression.
Yeah, that makes
Can you start right there? Moo. Good. Can you just say the text for me? Right, but see, right now you accent per because it falls on a beat.
Yeah.
Try it again. Don't think of where the beats fall. Just think of the text for a minute. Just speak it.
Okay. Murmureggiare per le forre astruse.
Good. Say it again and think of what it means.
Murmureggiare per le forre astruse.
See, now that's different. And it was basically the same rhythm.
Yeah.
And I think it's always good for a singer to be, I know you've said it to yourself and you've spoken it, but it's very important to always work with the text a little bit away from the music so that you can feel the sensual feeling of what that text is in your mouth, the way it feels and the way you think about the text, so that when you marry it to what the way the composer set it into the rhythms that he makes you do, you have a kind of a more layered approach, I think. You have a more verbal sense of how the text goes. Can you just say it one more time?
Murmureggiare per le forre astruse.
Good. Now tell them what that means.
There's murmuring through the forests. The rivers are murmuring through the forests.
Okay.
Rather. Like not just any old murmuring, river murmuring.
Okay. Good. Now think of that text, and if the rhythm's a little off, don't worry about it for a minute. Just start right there. Yes, for me it feels a little bit more free. Just sing the mur again for me, just alone though. Yes, for me the other tone skates a little bit outside of your full connection. I want that one.
Okay.
And because I know her, I know what her habits are, so try it again. Good. Now, can you say that text for me? Sodono.
Sodono al bosco gemer cornamuse.
Yes, he does something that's not nice. He makes you hold a tone a little bit longer than you would if you said it, right? So you have to figure out a way to deal with it. Say it one more time.
Sodono al bosco gemer cornamuse.
Good. Gemer. What does that mean?
It's moaning.
Exactly. So use the accent and say it one more time and think of you say it properly, but just think a little bit more what it means.
Sodono al bosco gemer cornamuse.
Good, now let's sing it.
Sodono
Good. Very good. That's different.
I love how that felt. On the
Right.
first line.
It's so hard when you're learning things. It reminds me of like sometimes in some opera houses, in some places, and I won't say anything specifically, but if you're learning a secco recitative in a Mozart opera, sometimes the conductor will make you do it exactly the way the rhythms are written. And if you learn it that way, it makes it, even if you have a very good facility with the text, it's almost impossible to unlearn that to make it sound like you're actually saying it. And the whole point of the recit is to make it sound like it's being spoken. And the same thing with rhythms that don't exactly flow. They're maybe like, let's say in this case, they're interpreted in a coloristic kind of way, and they don't exactly flow the way that you speak. You still have to find a way to bend it, to make it fit in, to make it sound natural and to feel natural. And then it also enables your voice to open up and to make more colors too. Otherwise, it's just merely a general linear thing, right? Let's go on. E fauni. Tell us what the next part means. E fauni in corsa.
E fauni in corsa per dometi e clivi. So the fawns are running amongst the forest, amongst these little hills. Ertile cornas sulle fronte ottuse. They have erect horns on their heads, so I think we're maybe setting up someone else's entrance already.
Yes, and then bevono, this.
Bevono per dornari camuse, filtri sottili e zeffiri lascivi. They're drinking in through their snub noses these subtle filters and lascivious winds.
It's great. Okay, let's start on the vivace. It sounds like something Steve Blyer would say to me in a meeting and try to make me turn red when he always jokes with me, tries to embarrass me. Okay. No, sorry. Because it's short, don't take away the tone.
Okay.
You're already preparing for what you perceive this shortness to be. Just give me your whole instrument. Your brain and everything knows what the words are. Just sing. No, sorry. Just do it once on your own. Just start right on the text. Sing it. No, it's a little artificial.
Okay.
You're trying to make the right sound. No, say it big for me.
E fauni in corsa per
E fauni.
E fauni in corsa.
Now sing it like that. You see? The other one is I think it should sound like this, so I'm going to sing it like that. But this one is allowing your instrument to be hooked up the whole thing.
It's lascivious from the start.
Yes, it is. Okay, let's start right together one more time on the vivace. Okay, good. Zeffiri lascivi. Can you say it?
Zeffiri lascivi.
Just sing it from there.
Zeffiri
No.
lascivi.
Sing Zeffiri on the same tone once.
Zeffiri lascivi.
One more time.
Zeffiri lascivi.
That one.
Okay.
What's the difference?
I
Do you guys hear a
actually
difference
got into
in
the note.
that? Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
The other one, it's like you perceive the raising tessitura, so you lift off a little bit.
I don't want that.
No?
No.
Let's try it right from there. Zeffiri. Good. Good. Okay. I'm a big proponent of breathing.
Me too.
Yeah, I think it's good.
I could use it.
I'm all for breathing. I don't I don't mind when singers breathe in the middle of phrases, especially when the words are elongated in such a way. If you need it, it's much better to take a breath than it is to run out or to lose a little bit of color, you know?
Yeah.
So don't ever apologize for it, okay? Yeah, I'm an advocate for breathing. It keeps you going.
I enjoy it too.
Okay, let's just go on though. Contenta. Because I just want to hear a little bit of the Queen of the Night. We won't work on it, but I just want you to be able to sing it. Contenta. Good. Okay, that was great. And you see, that vivo, I think you took you moved a little bit more, and what it does is it creates a natural way to make the beats fit in a way where it fits the words very well.
Yes.
Yeah?
I can do that at the beginning too.
Yes, exactly.
Doesn't force me to do it as much.
Exactly right.
It can force me.
You want to just sing the Queen of the Night aria just for the fun of it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Very good. That's really great. I can't resist it. One little thing. I can't. Alla banda, when you get to the triplets, Placido Domingo always said something that it always resonates. When he says piano is a color, right? Dynamics are a color, and sometimes we tend to overreact. So trust that the orchestration changed, but don't take away your sound.
Okay.
You know, let's try it once from Alaba. Go on. That's good. Yep. Good. And good. And think again. You perceive it as short. It is short, but it has to have all the roundness and all the color that you have. I don't care what any conductor or coach says to you, don't take away your color or your sound for any dynamic or any articulation. It should be the articulations, but it's got to be the articulation in your instrument.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Give her the pop-pop-poppy. Yes. Keep it. Not too long. Big. No. You overchange. See, hurt, 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 hurt.
Hurt, hurt, hurt.
Okay, one more. Hurt. Good. Thank you. Beautiful.